Hello Realmologists, and welcome to Tcnn Realm Lore. Today's episode covers one of the most successful, organized, and controversial nations on the realm, Andromeda. Before we dive in, I want to share some exciting news. While the realm has been terminated for quite some time, we're planning to launch a new geopolitical Minecraft server in early May 2025. If you're interested in seeing a fresh set of nations, lore, and history unfold live, please consider subscribing. Your support will help us convince both former Realm players and figures from similar servers to return for one more lap around the block. Thank you. Andromeda's story begins with its geography. Initially a city-state in the middle of the Andromeda Ocean, its capital, Andromeda City, quickly became the center of the world. Despite its prominence as a trade hub, drawing commerce from Cerium due to its safety and criminal justice system, Andromeda lacked natural resources. The Andromeda Provisional Government, the APG, struggled with shortages, most notably a coal crisis. In a desperate bid to power the city, the APG secretly funded criminals to steal coal and other fuel sources from the Cerium Federation. Within a day of its founding, the APG elected Gavin Locke as its first president, who appointed businessman Jeremy Heston as vice president. Heston introduced a system of indentured servitude, allowing immigrants fleeing the poverty of the Cerium Federation to settle in Andromeda City in exchange for labor. This system initially succeeded, completing major infrastructure projects like the Nether Hub, but it soon led to unrest, including attempted terrorist bombings. In response, the APG built the Citadel, a massive prison to control its population. Another issue with the indentured servitude was that indentured laborers were unpaid, leaving them with no spending power. This triggered a severe economic decline, forcing the APG to sell its labor back to Cerium and replace much of the city with factories in a last-ditch effort to prevent economic collapse. Andromeda's economy rebounded through iron farming and large-scale agricultural ventures, prompting the APG to reorganize into the Republic Government of Andromeda. Locke remained president, with Heston as his vice president. The RGA expanded its ambitions, capturing islands in the Andromedan Ocean to consolidate naval power. The RGA also began constructing a man-made island south of Andromeda Island, intending to house the new capital. However, shortly after construction began, Jeremy Heston mysteriously disappeared. Military power was relatively insignificant on the server. Up until the Holy Cerium Empire, the HCE unified the continent of Cerium. In response, the RGA formed a military alliance known as the Coalition, alongside the Republic of Basia and New Jerusalem. This alliance would clash with the HCE in the Great War, ultimately defeating the HCE. If you're interested in this conflict, we do have a full-length video of the Great War out on the channel. I'll link it down below. After the war, Locke oversaw the military occupation of Red River Village, the former Cerium Federation capital, annexing the entire Cerium Federation under Andromeda's banner. Though the coalition objected, Locke defended the occupation, claiming that, quote, forced peace in the Cerium Federation would allow for much quicker regional stabilization. Following the Great War, Andromeda abandoned its diplomatic stance and turned towards militarism and imperialism. Locke declared himself emperor of the newly rebranded Sovereign Andromeda Empire, the SAE. The SAE rebuilt Red River Village into a thriving city, making it one of the most important on the server. Eventually, the SAE ended the occupation and annexed the Cerium Federation, appointing Lucas Bergonia, the former military leader of Cerium, as mayor of Red River Village. The SAE's imperialism extended into the Cerium super conflict, a cold war with the new Cerium Republic, the NCR. This conflict culminated in a short but brutal war with the SAE, glassing the NCR capital, Utopian City, and annexing all of its territory. Like the Great War, we also have an overview of this entire conflict out on the channel. This victory gave the SAE control over both the largest continent and the largest ocean on the server. During this time, the SAE established HTIC, a covert terrorist organization, to commit war crimes and crimes against humanity without facing international condemnation. The SAE's expansion continued southward. It diplomatically colonized New Jerusalem, enforcing heavy taxes, strict imperial regulations, and banning external trade, but providing military protection and allowing the colony partial self-governance. The SAE also annexed the nation of Arrakis, a mining and industrial powerhouse to the west of Cerium, under the same treaty. To the far south, the rapidly growing Ceridian River Valley became a hotbed of conflict. The SAE funded the Federation of Ceridia's military, helping establish the North Cerium Military Coalition, NCMC, alongside Ceridia and the Kingdom of Japan. the NCMC clashed with the Kingdom of Base Rakia, igniting the Baesian War, also known as the Second Great War. Facing defeat, the SAE committed an unprecedented act of war. It dropped a wither on Basia City, the capital of Base Rakia. The resulting chaos destabilized Base Rakia, enabling the SAE to capture King Zach Fehrenbruch. He was brought to Red River City and publicly executed by a guillotine. The Baesian War triggered a chain reaction of global conflict. The NCMC disbanded as Japan fell into civil war between the federal government of Japan and the Democratic Party of Japan, the DPJ. The SAE backed the DPJ, further destabilizing the region. Finally, remnants of Base Rakia, the federal government of Japan, and several other nations formed the Damage Control Corps, or the DCC. This coalition, driven by a thirst for revenge and justice, declared war on the SAE in what would become the Andromedan War on Terror. The DCC's campaign was so destructive that it brought total annihilation to the server, ending all life and forcing the realm to shut down permanently. Andromeda's legacy is one of power, controversy, and destruction. From its humble beginnings as a trade hub, it evolved into a dominant imperial power that reshaped the entire realm. Its militarism and atrocities ultimately led to the server's downfall, marking the end of an era. Of course, this video only scratches the thin surface of Andromeda's complex history. It's very difficult to cram 8 months of lore into a 7-minute video. But if you would like to see any of the topics talked about in this video or in other videos expanded in large form content, please leave a comment down below and we'll see what we can do. Thank you for watching TCNN Realm Lore, and we hope to see you next time. Goodbye.